So this is Chance. This is my older dog. Say your camera. Right here. Chancey. Hello. 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 Go lay on the pillow. Hey, it's Rhianna. Welcome back to my channel. If you watched yesterday's video, which was the keto update for over the holidays, and you stayed until the very end, you did hear me mention that we are officially trying to conceive and that I was going to do a separate video regarding that, and this is that video. I do have a couple other trying to conceive videos on my channel from like last year or so, and then I stopped actually updating my channel regarding it because it just got too stressful, and you know, it was just a little emotional, and it's kind of a private thing anyways, and so it was really hard to talk about. But I have actually kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there in my vlogs and stuff, and also in our weight loss updates. I actually had one of my subscribers, Janice, she left a comment and said that, you know, that she understands that it's hard, especially, you know, to talk about trying to conceive, especially whenever you're overweight, because it puts a lot of yourself out there, and unfortunately people in the internet world are not always the nicest, but that she was still going to document her journey regardless. So I thought a lot about what she said, and I decided that I wanted to document this more as well. And I have watched a lot of vloggers and like families who are trying to conceive, and you know, fertility people and stuff like that on YouTube, and everyone handles it a little bit differently. Everyone does it kind of their own way, and so I figured I'm just gonna go ahead and like restart that back up on my channel since we are officially like trying. So a little bit of like history for those of you who are new to my channel and are coming here specifically for trying to conceive videos, who may not have the back history about me and my husband. I am married. My husband's name is Jonathan, and I'm Rhianna. Hey. I'm 35. Jonathan is 33. We've been married for just over 3 years, but we've been together for a little bit over 5, and we have been not trying, if you know what I'm trying to say, basically since we've been together. Since we're both in our 30s, you know, and he was in his late 20s when we met, we both were kind of like whatever happens type of thing. Of course, we both came from like conservative families where it's really, you know, you're supposed to be married before you have babies. So it was kind of like, well, you know, whatever happens type thing. In the beginning of our relationship and up until about 2 years ago, we were very significantly overweight, morbidly obese, if you will, which is like the most disgusting word in the world. I always hated using that, but I mean, it's the way that it's the medical term. So Jonathan was probably 200 plus pounds overweight, as was I, and in August of 2015 we actually both committed to you know, a lifestyle of healthy eating and exercise and stuff like that, and we combined have lost like over 250 pounds, and I feel like at this point our bodies are ready and healthy enough to, you know, get pregnant, as far as like if that's possible. I have PCOS and I have irregular cycles. Of course, with the weight loss, I was hoping that that was something that was going to regulate itself and that we would be able to conceive. As far as Jonathan's side of it, we don't know. We've done no like actual fertility testing at this point. I just know that in my 35 years, and like 15 of that being adult age, I have never gotten pregnant, so I don't know anything about that. I was on birth control through high school and into my early 20s, and then I gained so much weight that my periods went away, and I really wasn't concerned about getting pregnant any longer, and so I stopped my birth control, and I also stopped, you know, having a period, so I didn't really pay attention to it. It didn't really matter to me. Obviously now I'm in a much more comfortable place financially, as well as health-wise, and so I want to have a baby now, desperately. So about 4 months ago, I was still sleeping with my CPAP, even though I felt like I didn't actually medically need it anymore, and we were trying to temp. And unfortunately, with the CPAP, it was near impossible to really get anywhere with that. And we tried temping both orally and vaginally, and the numbers were just all over the place. We tried switching out to different thermometers because we thought maybe the thermometer was just, I mean, my readings were literally everywhere. So in November, I actually saw an advertisement, I believe on Facebook, for a product called OvuSense. OvuSense. And I read a little bit about it. I did some research. So we decided, after, you know, talking to Jonathan about it, that it was something that we wanted to give it a try. So what OvuSense does is it's actually something that you insert internally and you wear while you sleep during your non-period days, and it actually takes your basal body temperature, right, that's what it's called, your BBT, for you, and tracks it on an app on your phone. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So it comes with this little case you can keep in. It looks like a glasses case, and it looks like this, and this is just the storing case. So this is the little device. It's very comfortable after the first couple of days. The first couple of days it is kind of weird. You feel very strange. But after that, it's really easy to use. And, you know, you just insert it before you go to sleep and you remove it when you wake up. And what you do is you connect this device to your phone. Since I have an iPhone 7, I had to have the little dongle. You connect the dongle on there. And then in the morning, you connect the dongle, you open up the app, and then it says connect, and then it'll give you a green circle, and then you just tap that like that, and it syncs the data from the night while you were sleeping. The device itself, I believe, was $100, and then there is a monthly subscription for the app. You can get an annual subscription, but we decided that we couldn't afford the upfront cost of the annual subscription, so we're paying month to month. I think it's $35. It does guarantee that it will give you an ovulation within, like, it'll register your ovulation within 6 months. If not, you can get your money back. There's like conditions and stuff that apply to that, and it's basically really good for someone with PCOS because your cycles are really irregular. The data that it collects is actually really helpful, learning about your cycle, and basically it just, so this is a I'll just show you. Since I am just now at the end of my cycle for this month, there's not a lot there, but I'll show you last month. So this is last month's, and you can just see like my temp readings and everything like that. Unfortunately, it never did confirm ovulation for last month. There was a period in there where it thought that I was gonna ovulate. I'm not really sure exactly how it works. It has something to do with your temperature raising. A temperature rise 3 days in a row, I believe, signifies that you might be fixing to ovulate. But then I don't know what's supposed to happen after that. I think it's supposed to stay high for like another day. And then that's how it determines you're in your ovulation, or you ovulated or whatever. Unfortunately, mine didn't register ovulation last month, so I didn't ovulate. Hopefully this is my month, I don't know. But it's really helpful when it comes down to timing your activities. So that way you don't miss your window. Even though we never got the ovulation confirmation, we still went ahead and you know, participated in activities the days that you should. So that way, just in case something were to happen, if I did end up ovulating and somehow it didn't catch it or whatever, we didn't want to miss the opportunity, basically. So as far as what to expect from my channel as far as trying to conceive, what my plans are is to actually keep y'all updated as far as where I'm at as far as ovulation goes, and if nothing else, just a monthly update. So with this month, so right now I'm on cycle 2. I'm 10 days into my cycle period. So if I ovulate, I will get on here and like let y'all know like my ovulation days, and we'll do like the 2-week wait together, and we'll keep track of all that. If I don't ovulate, I'll come back at the end of the month and let you know like when my cycle started again, and that we're going into cycle you know, cycle 3 or whatever. So that's my plan as of right now. We're not doing any, there's no other like supplements or anything like that that we're really taking. I have been doing some research on some stuff for me with my PCOS to take, as well as potentially something for Jonathan for like his fertility as well. But I don't want to jump into doing all the things because I feel like that puts too much pressure and it starts to get really overwhelming. And if I'm overwhelmed, I know Jonathan is like even more so, because he struggles a lot more with this than I do, because I've had a lot longer to come to terms with the fact that I haven't gotten pregnant. Like, I've had 15 years. I've had 15 years of negative pregnancy tests and it just not happening. And then, you know, for him, this is really the first time he's going through this. And with all of his friends and our friends and family and everybody getting pregnant and having babies, it gets really stressful. And so we don't want to make this any more stressful than necessary. So right now, this is like, we're starting out right here. This is step 1. Hopefully we have results from this and we don't have to go any further and it doesn't get any more stressful. But with all that said, I would love for you to follow along on this journey with us of trying to conceive. I understand that for some people, they don't like seeing this kind of stuff. And so if that's the case, I will definitely have these labeled and you can just skip right past those if necessary. But if you want to follow along and or you're also on a trying to conceive journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. I'll come follow your channel if you're also in the process. Baby dust to everyone out there. I hope that 2018 is filled with lots and lots of babies. Click that thumbs up button for me and I will see you guys next time. Bye. And over the course of our relationship for the you know, we like at least over. Say hey, Chance. He's being needy and pet you. Oh, check it, dogs. Oh, they're cute.